metal is all that's left after a fatal street race in Riverside. Now there are calls to reopen local tracks so people can race legally and safely. Welcome back, I'm Michelle Tuzzi.
And David Ono. New at 5 o'clock, the deadly street race claimed the life of a passenger in one of the cars. One driver is under arrest, but the search is on for the second driver. It happened at Mitchell and Norwood Avenues in Riverside. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan is live at the scene of the crash in Riverside, where one racing car crashed into a parked car. Rob.
That's right, David. Police say the car that crashed was actually going about 120 miles an hour through this residential area. They say he lost control as he went through a dip there in the intersection. And check out these markings on the road. That's where police marked the path of the car as it then hit a Honda parked along the curb there and went into the power pole. The passenger was killed. You can see there's quite a scene here. Friends have come by to pay their respects. At the same time that police are looking for the car that got away, others are using this as an example of the need to stop illegal street racing. This is what remains of the Ford Mustang the suspect was driving early Sunday morning. And this Honda, now in two pieces, was the unoccupied parked car he crashed into after losing control. Police have arrested the Mustang's driver, 18-year-old Jesus Gomez. His passenger, identified as Ruben Terraquez, was killed. Police say the other car, the one Gomez was apparently racing, got away.
The other vehicle will be held accountable. Both racers contributed to this death.
Riverside Police Sergeant Skip Showalter says it's tragic to see wrecks attributed to street racing happen time and time again.
It's very frustrating for us that these incidents even occur. We educate the public as best as we can. They know it's unsafe to drive at any speeds like this.
It was just last week that an innocent driver was killed after she was hit by someone who San Bernardino police say was street racing. All of these incidents are renewing calls to reopen places like the Auto Club Dragway in Fontana, places where people can legally and safely race other cars.
It keeps people from street racing.
Sean Gatewood is a racer. He says when tracks close, which is what's happening in Southern California, racers take to the streets.
If we're not giving them an outlet, if we're not giving them a legal place to go race their car, and they have a car sitting at home with all the time and money and vested interest in it, you know, it's really forcing them to go find places to race their cars.
And while Riverside Police acknowledge that reopening tracks won't stop street racing completely, they do say it will help.
People have a need for speed, so to speak, and if they can do it in a safe environment that's controlled with medical personnel on scene, what better place to do it than an environment like that?
And call Riverside Police at 951-826-8723 if you know anything about the car that sped off. Again, a very sad situation out here. An 18-year-old lost his life in an incident the other night. Again, police are asking you if you know anything about that car that sped off, described as a silver sedan. Please call detectives. Live in Riverside, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Rob, thank you.